break this whole thing up because they couldn't get their stuff together. It'd be a shame.
As far as the, looking at the, domestic violence and all that crap, granted, domestic violence isn't crap, but they're talking about it has gotten tiresome. When do you think the NFL starts to dip in ratings as far as domestic violence and all this, these issues start to kick in? I don't see it kicking in though. I don't actually. I think it's going to be more so people like me, I just become tired of the NFL. It goes NBA at the top, several levels down, NCAA basketball, then NFL, NCAA, Major League Baseball. I know that's the minority, but I don't think that NFL is going to be a big deal for a long time. I think Mark Cuban is somewhat right. Too much is going to be too much at some point, and people are going to kick back on how they feel about the NFL.
I'm there in myself. I'm there too. When Mark Cuban said, while it may have sounded outlandish to the diehard NFL fan, he was on point there. Take me, for example, and I love the NFL, but when I'm starting to be more selective of stuff with the NFL, that's a problem because once upon a time, it didn't matter. Any game would suffice. Thursday night game suffice anything. Now I'm selective with Thursday night games. If the Giants aren't on, I'm not watching it. If it's not a good game, I'm not watching it. I think I've watched a total, not including the Giants game, because obviously the Giants have been invested in there, but not including the Giants game this year, I think I've watched a total of probably 20 minutes of Thursday night football combined from week 1 to now.
I have not watched anything other than the Giants and maybe Broncos. I really don't care. I don't care. If it's not my team, I don't give a crap. It's, I know, NBA is not going to take over. Yeah, I don't think any sport's going to take over the NFL. I just think it's going to drop back to everybody just watching Netflix and, occasional sports when they want.
Yeah, and I went there because I overkill, and it got to me this spring actually during the NBA playoffs or the draft, and people were like, "Oh, why don't you go to the draft?" Well, no, I'm not watching a sports game. I'm not leaving my Heat game. It's the Nets for the NFL draft. Sorry, that's not going to happen. I apologize. Actually, not going to apologize for that. And I think the NFL being in my face all the time, you know how you appreciate things, Bob? You have to miss things to appreciate it. And it's hard to miss the NFL when it's always in your face. Even in June and July, it's always in your face. So it's hard to miss it. And, it doesn't help with the product that we're too, in terms of the officials and how they influence games now and whatnot. That's another issue for another day, obviously.
Well, and I will say this. I've never had NBA forced on my face because I've never had. I've had 1 year of NBA TV shoved in my face where it was available, and there's been other years. Every other year of my life, my 24 years, 1 year of my life has the availability of NBA TV. The rest of the 23 years has had the availability of no NBA TV. But when I watch NBA TV, I watch all the time.
Right.
And I wasn't sick of it. But NFL is forcing your face. CBS, Fox, ESPN. There is 18 people on ESPN/CBS/Fox.
It is America's sport now. It's almost one of them, and I get that. But after a while, it gets kind of like, okay, enough.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Everybody there?
Sorry. but what I was saying is, like, there's 18 people forcing NFL down our throats, and there's never, it's just everything's forced down our throats. We don't have to, I mean, the NBA is not forced down our throats. Major League Baseball's not thrown down our throats. It's just all football, and it's going to kill us.
Yeah, too much is not necessarily a good thing either. That's why I think the worst thing the NFL ever did was, and I know everybody's talking about it now, but I said it even 8 years ago. The worst thing the NFL ever did was add Thursday Night Football to the schedule. It's the worst thing ever happened.